Hey creatures, it's me, Harrold, and we're here in the Alchemy Lab talking about all the news in the weekly update. Welcome, welcome. So get your bootstraps strapped and your meal squares hot, because we're going to talk about everything that happened last week. First on the docket is, well, we've been talking about Highlander a lot on this channel. We're going to do a little bit more, because unfortunately it sounds like Henry Cavill had an on-set injury while rehearsing for the film. Now Highlander's going to have a lot of immortal characters, and through all the years that they live, they're going to learn different techniques of sword fighting. And this is the director from the John Wick franchise. So put those two things together and you're going to have a very intense sword fighting film. So it's not really surprising that he got injured, but it is unfortunate. Looks like shooting is going to be delayed until next year. And this film's been delayed multiple times already. I do really hope that they get it really right. I saw an interview recently with the director saying that he wanted to take a lot of the mythos from the television show, which as a fan makes me super excited because the show did add a lot to the mythos of Highlander. The films just kind of had sword fights and he's immortal and meets a chick and that kind of thing. It wasn't until like Endgame that they really got into like Highlander lore. I would also recommend the animated movie if you haven't seen it. They've also added a few names to the cast list. We already knew about Russell Crowe coming back, but now they've added Dave Bautista and Karen Gillan. I still believe that most of this film will take place in the past, teaching the audience what a Highlander is and what immortals are. If we do flashbacks back and forth, that would be very similar to the first film. So I'm not sure that's the direction they're going to go with. We've got a while to wait. Let's hope Henry Cavill didn't experience too bad of an injury and can get back to training fast. So that way we can get this movie up and running because this is going to be a very highly anticipated film. Now here's a little bit of gaming news. Here in the Alchemy Lab, I do play Marvel Rivals from time to time. Getting online and playing this game does give you the fantasy thrill of playing these individual characters. For a while there, this game was just my Fantastic Four game. It had all the other characters in it, but I was just playing the Fantastic Four game. Same with Blade. It's just turned into the Blade game for me. But there have been a lot of controversies around Rivals since it is a competitive online game. There are a lot of bots in the game if you're playing quick play, and now people are complaining about EOMM, which is an optimized matchmaking system. Gamers believe it exists when they are on losing streaks and winning streaks and they see their teammates not performing the way that they want them to. The Rivals designers have said specifically that there is no EOMM, but it's really hard to believe. Ranked mode in these kind of games are extremely difficult, so I can see a large percentage of players being very frustrated with this game right now. Maybe if there was a PvE mode where you could fight NPCs and not be tricked into playing bots, maybe that would be better. Like an actual story mode instead of just competitive play. I think that would help the game last a lot longer. But that's just me. The reason I'm still playing is because Daredevil is about to be released. He is one of my top favorite characters in Marvel. And to see him finally added to this game after such a large roster and him not included makes me very happy. So I'm brushing up my skills and making sure I'm ready for when he drops. If there's any games you want to play with me, just leave a comment down below. Now in some more DC news. The DC studios are full steam ahead with Batman and Superman coming out in 2027. Superman, I think, will be July, and then Batman will be October. Whether or not the worlds will cross over, we don't know yet, and now we're in Conjecture Town. What could possibly be in this film? Who could be the villain? Will they cross over with Superman? Nobody knows. So here in the Alchemy Lab, we're gonna make some guesses. Recently, Matt Reeves, the director of Batman and Batman Part 2, gave a little tease of what might be in Batman Part 2. I've been saying for a while now that I think it's Freeze, but now I'm not so sure. Mostly because Matt Reeves said that this is a villain that really hasn't been done before, and Mr. Freeze has definitely been done before. Reeves' statement about this villain really knocks a lot of them off the list. Joker, Riddler, Bane, Penguin. I'm sure they're gonna be, some of these will even be in the film, but they're not gonna be the main villain. So don't expect Scarecrow or Harley. No Two-Face either, which is a little disappointing for me. But this film is gonna be shooting shortly, so they gotta be casting a lot of people right now, including all the new roles. And how big of roles will the old villains have? Will we see Riddler again? Will we see Joker again? I'm sure Joker will be teased, but I mean, it's not gonna be his film. We know that now. What I'm looking forward to is Batman getting some upgrades. He is very dark and grungy in the Batman Part 1, and I like a super science Batman myself. And that's why I wanted to see a Freeze, because then maybe he would have to super science him. But I don't think that's the direction the Batman's going in, and we'll have to wait and see who they choose. Leave a comment of anybody you think would be a cool villain that they haven't used before. We'll be listing our own list soon. Make sure you leave a comment. So now for some somber movie news. The great legendary Robert Redford has passed away. We loved Robert Redford. We knew him first from the film Sneakers. He was also in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and countless other films. His biggest contribution to film, though, was the Sundance Film Festival, which jump-started the careers of countless artists. In the film community, he will always be a legendary icon and will be sorely missed. We'll be seeing you out there, Robert Redford, and we'll be watching Sneakers again just for you. Alright, that wraps up the weekly update. Thank you for joining us here, creatures. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to our TikTok and our Instagram accounts. And ring that bell here on YouTube to get all of your Harrold notifications. Leave a comment of things you would like to see us cover, and anything else you would like to talk about. Just remember, creatures, to stay frosty.